All right, I gotta tell y'all about the Wu-Tang member that Keisha was talking about. Okay, so this is not a date. I'll tell you right now, this is not a date. So Coyote used to work and this gentleman comes in, I guess, and she serves him. And so she's like, Mom, this guy came in today and he says he's, I forget the rapper's name, her father. And I was like, okay. And she said, but he does government contracting. Well, I've been wanting to get into government contracting. And I said, oh, why don't you connect us so that we can, so I can, just pick his brain about government contracting. And so she's like, okay. So she texts him and I. She goes, hey, my mom wants to talk to you. She wants to maybe see if you guys can meet up to talk about government contracting. So he's like, okay. So he sends us a message talking about, I'm going to be going to Florida this weekend on a private jet. Do y'all want to come? And I'm like, let's just do lunch first. How about we do lunch first? So he invites me to this place called Grace's for dinner. And so I go to Grace's. So Grace's, what I didn't know, Grace's is a spot on Thursday nights. So Grace's, I went up in there and it was just like a bunch of like black businessmen. And they was like, hey. And I was like, hey, right? I'm like, oh, okay. I didn't know it was rocking like this in Grace's. So I'm looking for the man. And I look and I see this light-skinned guy with green eyes or blue eyes, but he looked like a white boy. Again, it wasn't a date. Let me preface it. It wasn't a date. But so when I first sat down, he said, my eyes are green, so my vision, I can't really see this menu, but my sniper vision is 20/20. And I was like, okay, sniper. So let me just run down. So we're talking, right? And like, I didn't get I'm sure I didn't get a word in edgewise. Like I didn't get no word in. I was like, he was talking the whole time. So he didn't know anything about me. But, he's just going and going and going about all this stuff. So let me just run down what this told me. So let me just run down what he told me, okay? Like I said, the first thing he said that he's a sniper. He said he's in Black Ops, and he did some tours in Afghanistan and Russia. He has several multi-million-dollar corporations. He said he's a genius, and he does government contracts. He's a manager, and he has nonprofits. He flies in private jets. He's a movie producer and a record producer. And I'm writing all these notes while he's talking to me. And at this point, I checked out. I'm not even giving him eye contact. I'm just looking down, like texting. And I'm also texting my girls like this, And so he said he's a master genius that plays every instrument and has a band, but doesn't play. He doesn't play in the band because he don't feel like it. He just likes to manage them. He has a master's from several Ivy League schools, including Stanford, Rutgers, and a few more. He was hand-selected, check this out, to work for Obama. And every time Obama was waving, he was waving at him to say good job. He's an airplane mechanic by trade. And he has both a soulmate and a twin flame. That's why he's going to take the private jet to Florida that weekend, because he wanted to see his twin flame. But he also has a fiance that wants to get married in December. And he can't keep a wife because he's too nice and because women always come up to him wanting him to sign their breasts. You know why? Because he's a member of the Wu-Tang Clan. He's a member of the Wu-Tang Clan. And I'm finna put this video underneath there because when I had to start taking videos of the nigga, he had to call Puff to tell Noriega to stop disrespecting his group or he was going to lose his life. Like Tupac and Biggie.
About the family I belong. When you got people in your own neighborhood barking on you, yeah, you seen what happened to Tupac and Biggie. You might want to apologize, little fella. And I started laughing because he called my group out by name, and he don't even know me. I never said nothing to him. I was going to talk to Puff and be like, hey, can you tell Nori to apologize, please, so he don't die? But see, Puffy shot a nigga in the club and had Sean take the rap for it, so he know how it works. And like I said, my cousin worked for Puffy. I'm trying to find.
But I'm like talking to, I'm talking to Dawn, I think, and I'm talking to April Sampe, and I'm like, this some bullshit. And April called me. She was like, hey, I'm stranded in Virginia. And I was like, what? I asked him, how far is Virginia? And he was like, 45 minutes. I was like, oh my God, my girl's stranded in Virginia. I got to go pick her up. And he was like, oh, okay. Well, I'll go ahead and take care of this meal. You will. I just sat up in here for listening to this bullshit. But this was absolutely amazing. I had never heard of this anything like this before. But he did tell me, oh, he told me that he manages some girl. I forget her name. He manages her. So I went to go look her up. And guess what? She follows Constance Carter. But guess who she don't follow? Him. I don't even know who she is. But she's a singer and she manages him. He manages her. So yeah, that was pretty interesting. That was a whole waist full of bullshit. And basically, if you look at his page, I mean, once he lets you in, he just has pictures of him and white girls at Hooters. I think he just goes and he just wants to be around pretty girls all the time. Oh, but he did tell me that this publicist that I have met is his sister. And when he told me, I said, oh, that's your blood sister? And he said, yeah. I said, oh, I said, no, she is. When I said that, he had this look of horror on his face because he probably thought I was going to check to see about his lying ass. But, yeah, that's some bullshit. Can't make this shit up.